Welcome at another video on the creation of a DCC controlled model railway layout. This is a series of 3 videos on working with routes with the ESU ECoS Command Station. The first video we are going to define our accessories, and the next video we are going to make a nice drawing of our layout, and in the final video we're going to have a look how we can create and use routes to switch multiple accessories with one click. The ECoS is powered up, and on my PC I have installed a VNC client, which makes it possible to have your ECoS screen on the PC, and you can control the ECoS from the PC. Over here we have the standard locomotive control panel, and of course we also have our accessory switch panel, and I have already added all of my junctions. Well, I had too many for one page, so I also used page number 2. And then we also have, of course, our layout drawing, which is very convenient, because if you are switching junctions and if you do that from this panel, then it's not always obvious where on your layout this junction is positioned. This, of course, is much more convenient, so I know exactly which trains can run where and if all the turnouts are switched okay. This is what we are going to have a look at, how we can make this drawing and how we can, after having entered all our accessories, can create a route. And I'm going to show this example. Over here you see a route icon. Suppose we have a train ready over here at station West Track 1, and I want this train to run to the next block, that is this block over here. That can be done with one switch of the button. Let me just do that. I click over here and watch what happens. The ECoS starts to switch all my turnouts, well, in this case 4 of them, and as you can see there was a delay between the switching. That is possible to use a delay to prevent having all your servers to run at the same time, which will draw a large current from your power supply. So this is all a very nice and handy feature, and the question is, how can we accomplish that? Well, step 1 is, let's define our accessories, and that is done over here in the accessory switching panel. Let's just for fun see how we can add a junction number 99 I want to add over here in this position. First we have to click this tool to get into edit mode. Then we have a bunch of new icons over here, which are not always very self-explaining, but the manual can help you out. This is the icon that we need to add an accessory, so let's just click it. We see now the available slots, and I like to add a junction over here. I click that slot and we come into the accessory creation screen. Over here a few questions we need to answer. The first question is, what is your control system? Well, in my case that is DCC, and that is what I select over here. Then we can give our accessory a name. There are 3 lines available. Well, let's say this is a turnout number 99. Then the next line, well, I just want that to be empty, and the next line I also want it to be empty. I don't know why ECoS standard default fills in all that junk, because now you always have to make them empty. It would have been more handy if they were empty to start with, but okay. Then there is the possibility to select a pulse duration, which is not important for me since I use servos, but if you use solenoid junctions, then you obviously do not want to burn your coil and have a current run there forever. That is the reason that you can select a pulse duration over here. Important is of course the DCC address. In this case I'm going to select 99 that coincides with the name of this junction. Then we have a selection. Do we want this to be a toggle switch, which means if I press it, it goes to the other state and it stays there until I press it again? Or do you want it to be a push button? Yeah, it says pulse, but actually this is more a push button action. As long as you press your finger on the icon, the accessory switches. Let's say for us, it's nice for a sound or a short duration light. But if you let go your finger, then it switches back immediately. Well, for a junction, the toggle switch is of course more appropriate. And then we select, last but not least, the icon that we want to display on our control panel. And the junction is over here. Left junction, yes, that is alright. And I click the check box, and we see now I have my new junction. Well, actually this is not the junction itself, this is just a link to the junction. It's fully functional, it will switch the junction. Oh, if I go out of edit mode, you see I can switch my junction, and you see this little arrow over here, that is the pulse duration that I set, which is not important for a servo. Well, what is the difference between an icon and the accessory itself? Well, the accessory itself is hidden in a table of all the defined accessories here in the setup panel. In setup number 1, the 4th icon from the top, that brings you to the table, and as you can see, we have now an entry of our newly added turnout 99. And that is where the ECoS stores all its data. That's in this table of accessories. Why is that important? Well, that's important because you can use your same turnout 99 multiple times on different control panels. As you see, we have 15 control panels available over here, and we have 5 chapters. So we have in total 75 control panels. Well, suppose that on control panel number 10, I want this same junction to appear. Don't ask me why, just use your imagination. For a large layout, it can be interesting to have different control panels, one listing all your accessories, let's say in alphabetical order, and another one maybe that clusters them a little bit according to your layout. I like my junction 99 on control panel 10 also. That means I now do not need to add a new accessory. I already have the accessory. So now I go to the add a link to an existing accessory. Select from the table. Okay, let's say over here I want to add my link. That brings me to the table, and I select turnout 99 over here. And as you can see, I now do have this same turnout 99 over here in this layout. I can switch it over here. It is now on turnout, and I will switch it to straight. And if I go to my other control panel number 1, you see turnout 99 is now straight. I can click it again, and on control panel 10 you see it will also be switched again. So you can use multiple links that all point to one accessory, and you can use them on different control panels. Well, that was the first step. We have now, suppose that we have added all our accessories. They do not, with me I only have junctions, but of course you could also have signs or signal posts or just a light that goes on and off. That all depends on what you have in your layout. Once you have defined them, you can use them on your control panels, but of course you can also use them on your layout drawing, and that will be the subject of our next video. Maybe see you back there. Bye bye, and thank you for watching.